Hi, this is Jerry Jo Meyer, and today I'm here with Jan Szur at Union Home Mortgage. And I'm going to ask Jan about why she got into lending and what makes her excited about it.
I've been in lending for a while and I love working with new buyers and experienced buyers, just helping them with the debt side of their financial plan. It just making sure they're making the right decisions moving forward and buying that biggest purchase they're ever going to make.
Yeah, that's true. What would you tell a first-time home buyer right now who's thinking, oh, you know what, maybe spring is going to be it. I've been saving a little. What advice would you give them?
The biggest thing is for them to get pre-approved and make sure that when they meet with the loan officer, it's the loan officer that's a consultative type person, because there's lots of questions that need to be asked. We need to find out their long-term goals, their short-term goals, being able to answer all the questions that they have, because they're going to have lots of them,
Right.
and making sure they're in the right programs.
Good. When you said programs, so that means that there's different types of mortgages out there for different types of people.
That's correct. There's, as I say, there's about 5 major types of programs and 7,000 variations. And getting them in the right program and the right variation is very key. So we have to ask them lots of questions, make sure we know what their long-term goals are, what their short-term goals are, realizing, of course, they can change, but making sure that we get them in the right program at the right time and that they're not, as we say, house poor. Just because they qualify for a certain amount doesn't mean that might be the right amount for them.
Right. And what's the difference between Union Home Mortgage and just a bank?
Union Home Mortgage is a mortgage bank. So we are direct to Fannie, Freddie, and Ginnie, and we are regulated by the mortgage industry. All we do are mortgages from the CEO on down. A regular bank has many assets, or attributes, I should say, and they do, for example, depository banking, car loans,
Right.
Everything else. So that's not their concentration, and they're governed by a different agency.
Right. So that's what I like about Union Home Mortgage. You're strictly mortgage. You're in the area. You know the area. You live and work in this area. And also your underwriters are right here in the area, right? They're not like, you don't do some paperwork and send it somewhere else.
Everybody, we are a paperless office, but as paperless as the industry can be, I should say. But what that means is all of the underwriters, all the processors are part of our team. That is correct. So, you can walk down the hall and ask somebody a question if you need to get it answered.
And that's key.
That is very key. And our whole goal is to make the experience for the buyer as smooth as possible and as seamless as possible for them to get them to the closing table as quickly as they want to be.
And I have to say, working with Union Home Mortgage, that's how it works. It really works very smoothly. And you kind of get spoiled if you have a buyer that's got some other lender because you don't know what's going on. In fact, I just mentioned that today to Leslie, that I don't know what's going on with that. I keep having to call. What advice would you give someone who's actually in a home and wants to move up or get a larger home or something? Is it different than a first-time home buyer?
It's slightly different because a lot of times they don't want to move twice. They want
Right.
to try to stay in their same home before they sell. So of course that means you have to qualify for both house payments. So I go through all those particular options. Now what a lot of people don't understand is maybe they can't afford both payments. So there would be a way for them to close on their existing house in the morning and then on the new house in the afternoon, for example. And so they won't have to move twice. And that's where the realtor comes in handy too, because they can guide them through like rent back and some things like that. The process might be a little different from when they bought the first time though, because regulations are so strict now.
Right.
They may not be used to all the documentation that we get, but I like to go over that with them and make sure that they understand. And programs have changed. We still want to make sure they're in the right programs.
Right. Sounds like a lot of information and a lot of expertise here at Union Home Mortgage. This is Jan Szur, and Jan, why don't you give them your number?
It is area code 517-489-2446.
Thanks.
Thank you.